I'm Kelsey from Tapwise, and we wanted to make this video to demonstrate how you use our Android application for encoding tags and our web platform for managing your tags and tracking analytics. So before I start, I'll just mention that you don't have to use our Android application to encode tags. You can order them pre-encoded through us, or you can use our API to grab the code so you can encode it yourself. So I've already made an account, so I'm going to open up our Tag Manager application, which is available on Google Play, and I'll add some screenshots so you can see this, but you have two options here. You can create a new tag, or you can view tags you've already made. I just made this account for the demonstration, so we don't have any tags, but I have two tags here that I'm going to encode. So I'll go to Create New Tags. And there are a bunch of options here for different ways that you can encode tags. But for this, I'm going to do a URL. So the first tag that I'm going to encode, I'm going to name it Tapwise Site so that I know which one it is. And I'm going to encode it to tapwise.com. And I'll write protected, which means that nobody can come back and write over what I'm doing right now. So I push write to tag, and then the screen shows up that says touch tag to write. So I'm going to choose this first tag here and hold my phone over it. And it just notified me that I wrote the message. And then this tag here, it looks a little bit different, so I can tell the difference. I'm going to encode to do something else. So I'll create another tag, and I'll make it go to our Twitter. So Tapwise Twitter is what I'll name the tag. And our Twitter name is Tapwise. When you're doing the Twitter tags, you don't put the @ sign on it, just a handle. I'll write protect this one as well, so the same thing shows up here, and I'll touch the tag to write it. So now both of these tags are encoded, so I'll just make sure that I did it right. Tapped the first tag is taking me to tapwise.com. And I'll tap the second tag, and it should take us to Twitter. So both of them are working. And now I'll just go to the web platform. I've already logged in. It's manager.tapwise.com, and I've logged into the same account. So here, if I refresh it, you can see that I have two tags. So it says showing an overview of all two tags. And then you'll see I have two tag engagements. So I can see I have two taps, and they're both on an Android platform. So there's a bunch of information here, and all of this, we have these little icons here that allow you to download the information into Excel spreadsheets so that you can integrate it into any reporting tools that you already use. And I'll go into my tags, and I'm going to change what they do from the web platform. So I have two tags here, and I'm going to change the Tapwise Twitter tag. So I can go in and I'll view information individually. I guess I'll also note that all of the tags have QR codes, so that you can have the QR code that does the same thing as the NFC tag, and we track the differences between them. So you'll see how many taps versus how many scans you have. So then you can go into the information tab here, and I can change the name of it here. Let's see, what am I going to make it do? If I go down to the action here, let's see, I can do an email message. So the destination address, let's do kelsey@tapwise.com. Subject is hello. Adios, I love Tapwise. And I'll change the name so that I can remember to Tapwise email. So now that should all be updated. So if I go back to this tag, which was Twitter, and I haven't touched it again with my phone or any encoding tool. So if I go in and tap it, instead of going to Twitter, it should now trigger an email. So it just composed an email to kelsey@tapwise.com, and the subject is hello, and the message is I love Tapwise. So I've changed what it does remotely from the platform. So that's how easy it is. So now I'll talk about the tools, or the groups that we have. So all of the tags, you can manage them individually just like that. Or you can put them into a group so that you can manage them together. So I'll create a group right now, Tapwise group. This is a demo group. And now I've created a new group. So if I go to tags, I'll add these two tags into the new group I just created. So I'll take the two tags, select group, I'll move them to Tapwise group. So now those two tags are in a group together. You can use groups two different ways. So right now they're in an unlocked group, which means that even though they're clustered together, they still do individual things. So if I tap this first tag, it'll still take me to tapwise.com, and if I tap the second tag, it will still compose an email. And the idea of an unlocked group is that you can manage them together, or you can group them together, but they can still do separate things. So an example could be I'm trying to cluster these tags together that are in a particular location because I want to get the analytics for a particular location or an event, but I want all the tags to do something different. A locked group is when you want to manage tags together and you want to manage what they do. So if I lock a group, I will choose an action that applies to all of the tags within the group. So if I go into Tapwise group right now, you'll see that I have two tags, and if I go into information, it's unlocked. So if I lock it, it'll give me the option to choose an action that applies to the entire group. So I'll just make both of them do redirect to tapwise.com. So now these tags are in a locked group, and both of them should go to tapwise.com. So the first one already was, but the second one, instead of composing an email, should also go to tapwise.com. And it is. Again, like I said, that our locked groups are used for managing probably large groups of tags together. So, for example, a magazine that has 10,000 copies in circulation with a tag embedded in a page. Instead of going in and trying to manage those individually, obviously you want to manage those together, so you can create a group and manage and even schedule out the changes to how it's encoded as a group. So that's basically a really high-level overview of how you use our platform. Like I said, you don't have to use our Android application, but I just showed encoding a tag, changing what it does remotely from our platform, and then how we use groups. I talked about how groups can be unlocked, meaning that the tags within the group still do something different, or you can lock the group and manage what they do together, and then you can get analytics at the tag level or group level or for all of your tags. So that's basically how it works.